Being killed on a cross is very similar to death by lynching. I've always wondered, how are people who have lynching and cross burning in their recent history are convinced that symbol of oppression is spiritual? I'm absolutely not against Christianity. I'm for it. I'm just black. And certain parts of the story connect to me as a black person differently. The cross seems like what would happen if the colonizer was allowed to write the history books. They taught our teachers that our glory and our features are just a distraction, detracting from the gospel that preaches that we have a high priest that empathizes with our situation. But we often claim Christianity without embracing the experience that we were raised in. We skip the specifics and skip straight to the praising because being black is just a distraction. At least that's what they taught our leaders. Leaders who were programmed to repeat this while we remain oblivious to the shucking and jiving behind the indoctrination. We just ingest what they feed us, but I don't think you heard me. It seems like they hate black. Whitelisted worship of a whitewashed savior, while we're blacklisted and bought on the black market, blackmailed and blackmarked. Meanwhile, our savior was nailed to a tree in a brutal lynching. The worship, however, is clearly not about the victim of the crucifixion, because you don't memorialize the victim of a lynching with a noose. So don't cross me with that crucifix theology. You don't remember someone's light by how it was extinguished. A crucifix is what happens when you allow the colonizer to write the story. Rome and the instruments of torture get all the glory. And they destroy us, enslave us because of our hue, and act like they're teaching us something new, but they can't teach me nothing. I don't know about you. When there was a black man who was forced to carry the cross up a hill far away, where "Forgive them, Father" was a scream when it happened, and the chainsaw was not necessary for this massacre because being black is like living through a scary movie. If only we could somehow connect this debacle with our spirituality. Instead, we ignite the flowers that grow from our tears. Instead of connecting with who we are, we accept the manicured lie that it was finished when Jesus died. But nah, this ain't over. We've got a job to do, more than just occupy. Get your cameras out, because this revolution will be televised. And there's a few questions no matter how you identify. How do we get tricked into wearing symbols of oppression in our person? How do we remain loyal to a church that doesn't understand when we're hurting? How do we believe the gospel in the way that we were told? I guess this shows that all that glitters is not gold, even when it is. I say it's not over because you can kill a revolutionary, but you can't kill a revolution. When Jesus was killed, they thought the revolution was quelled. But there are millions of followers of Jesus who attempt to follow his example. What if one or two, or maybe a few, could get it right?